Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to fail, while others always seem to succeed? It's a question that's probably crossed your mind at some point or another. You see, in today's society, we've become masters of the art of excuse-making. It's like a pandemic, an excuse epidemic, if you will, that's sweeping across our lives. We've gotten so good at it that we can conjure an excuse for every setback, every failure, and every unachieved goal. It's easy, it's convenient, and it requires no accountability. But here's the kicker. These excuses, they're often the very things that are holding us back. They're the walls we've built around ourselves that keep success at arm's length. This might be a tough pill to swallow, but it's one that's necessary for growth. So let's start by recognizing these excuses, these self-imposed barriers to our success. Remember, the first step to success is recognizing the excuses that hold you back. Ever heard about the tale of the tortoise and the hare? It's a classic story we've all grown up with. The hare, swift and confident, scoffs at the slow-moving tortoise. He is so sure of his victory that he decides to take a nap midway, making excuses for his laziness. "I'm too fast," he'd say. "I can afford to rest." But while the hare is sleeping, the tortoise, steady and determined, plods on. He doesn't stop, he doesn't rest, he doesn't make excuses. He simply carries on. When the hare finally wakes up, he realizes, to his horror, that the tortoise is about to cross the finish line. In his arrogance and complacency, he'd underestimated his competitor and overestimated his abilities. This tale mirrors our own lives in many ways. We, like the hare, often make excuses for our lack of effort, leading to our failure. Just like the hare, our excuses often lead us to failure. So how can we break free from this cycle of excuses and failure? This is the question that looms large in the minds of many. The answer is multifaceted, but let's start with setting clear, tangible goals. A ship without a compass is bound to lose its way. Similarly, without goals, we tend to drift aimlessly, often falling prey to the allure of excuses. But setting goals alone is not enough. We must also have the courage to acknowledge our mistakes. It's all too easy to play the blame game, to point fingers at others or at circumstances. But true growth happens when we take a hard look at ourselves and own up to our shortcomings. Now let's talk about maintaining a positive attitude. It's like fuel for our journey. When we're positive, we're more resilient, more determined, and less likely to succumb to the temptation of excuses. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. He could have easily made excuses when he failed 1,000 times while trying to invent the light bulb. But he didn't. Instead, he remained positive, acknowledged his mistakes, and kept his goal firmly in sight. And eventually, he succeeded. Breaking free from excuses is not easy, but it's the first step towards success. Remember, excuses are just roadblocks on the path to success. And like any roadblock, they can be overcome. It's time to break free and chart your own course towards success. What does the path to success look like without excuses? Imagine a road, free of obstacles, leading straight to your goals. This is the path of those who have broken free from excuses. When we eliminate excuses, we discover a sense of empowerment that was previously overshadowed by self-doubt and fear. No longer are we bound by the chains of procrastination or the belief that we are not good enough. Our self-confidence soars, and we begin to realize that we are capable of far more than we ever thought possible. With this newfound confidence comes improved performance. We are no longer hindered by the roadblocks we've set up for ourselves. Instead, we are driven by our dreams and aspirations. We begin to take risks, to push boundaries, to embrace challenges. We become unstoppable. And then, success. Not the fleeting, superficial kind that fades with time, but the deep, enduring success that comes from personal growth and self-improvement. The kind of success that fills us with pride and satisfaction, knowing that we've achieved not because circumstances favored us, but because we dared to break free from excuses. Taking the first step towards this success may seem daunting, but the rewards are well worth the effort. So dare to step out of your comfort zone, dare to dream, dare to achieve, and most importantly, dare to break free from excuses. Remember, success is waiting for you on the other side of your excuses.